Gemini, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and also we will look into the energies underneath the surface in order to better understand what you should know right now. Okay. Okay. All right, so the energy underneath the surface today, Gemini, is the Wheel of Fortune. And so overall, what we see here is transformation, is something that maybe you have been waiting to see coming in for a long time, and that now finally is showing up into your environment. This card really talks about the change of the seasons. And for you right now, something new is starting. Something that, from what we see so far at least, it's going to make you happy and to give you something that, again, you were waiting for. Now, we start with the Chariot and the Death on top of the surface. Underneath the surface, we have the Ace of Swords and the Empress. Interesting. Okay. First of all, I see you starting strong. You are here determined to achieve something, perhaps to end a chapter of your life, to just bury it and move on without postponing this any longer. You feel definitely strong about this, thinking that the only way out is through, and I cannot postpone this any longer. I cannot try to repress this underneath the surface, because it's time for me to truly move forward and stop being stuck in a limbo. Right here, clearly you want to do this before perhaps you change your mind on what to do. This is not easy. It's easy for me to sit here and read the message, but actually going through this requires a lot of strength, a lot of determination. There might have been a back and forth initially, up to a certain point, but now you're starting to reach that breaking point where you finally start understanding that the only thing that you need to do is to walk away, to stop trying, and to move on. It could be painful, but at least it's giving you that stamina needed to make a decision once for all. And right here underneath the surface, we clearly see that you're finally starting to decide to do this because you realize that you need to love yourself more. You need to focus on yourself more instead of always focusing on this other person, this other situation. And that's when you find the tool needed in order to cut out this person completely once for all. That is your power, your superhero power, the love that you should have for yourself, the idea that you should be independent and not always waiting on someone to actually progress in life. The next two cards, we have the Nine of Swords, the King of Cups, and then underneath the surface, the Seven of Swords and the Moon. Wow. Okay, so right here we see that the other person was never really opening up, never really fully showing their emotions. And to you, it felt like a guessing game. Yes, my person is missing me, of course. My person loves me. They care about me. They're loyal to me, or at least I think so. They never really tell you anything here. They never really give you any sort of validation, confirmation. This person does have the ability to make you happy in a way that perhaps you've never experienced before. They make you feel good until they don't anymore, until that happiness transforms into confusion. And those beliefs, the beliefs around the situation, transform into questions. Is this really happening in the 3D world? Or is it just happening in my head? It feels as if right now you're starting to mimic their energy and their behavior. In fact, right here with the Seven of Swords, I see that you're deciding to not try anymore. We've seen it earlier as well. To not live into a relationship that makes you jump from guess to guess. Also, putting a mirror in front of their face to show them what they are doing to you, perhaps. Giving them a taste of their own medicine. In other words, I feel that you're not perhaps answering messages anymore, or you're taking your time. You are not reaching out, or at least you're starting to plan this change of approach. You will be the busy one right now, making other plans, not showing any need, any urge to be together. You're learning how to control the flow of emotions, and we see it right here. And now that you're starting to be on top of it, it's going to be hard to release that power. But regardless, within you, this connection is still something that is important to you, Gemini. And you just wish for things to have played out differently, you know? You don't want to play games, but at this point, you just feel that you have no other real concrete option. But the truth being is that this connection might still be strong for some of you, especially with what's coming next. Next, we have the Ace of Cups and Hangman. Underneath the surface, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Wow. All right. So first of all, with this Ace of Cups, we see someone here offering you love, but you are standing still. You're not responding to that energy. Someone wanted to know something here. They maybe wanted to know when you were going to be available, to hang out, to talk, hoping for things to start moving into that direction, but they're not getting any response from you, and they're going crazy about this. I see someone here waiting and waiting for something to arrive. They keep looking at their phone for that notification to finally pop up. But you instead, right now you're thinking, I feel good in this position. I still would like for things to work out, but not now. We'll see. So again, a back and forth within you. I want it, then I don't. You're just taking your time and do not want to rush into something that you might regret later on. It's just good to be in control of the situation for once, because you're definitely coming from a situation, whether it was in this relationship or previous relationships, where you had zero control over the events. You were perhaps at the mercy of the currents of the ocean, as we see there, but now you're deciding to swim and pick and choose your direction. You're just enjoying your ability to be moving right now without waiting on someone else to show up in front of you in your environment. You're happy not being stuck anymore. And you're afraid that in the moment where you start showing interest again with this person, towards this person, you're going to feel that now you are waiting on their message and you do not want to wait anymore. This person is the one waiting right now. You're just enjoying this inversion of the roles, this role swap. Now, with that Ace of Cups, I also see someone opening up and being transparent about something. It feels like, especially considering the Hangman back there, it feels like this person, they're going to admit something to you about whenever they develop an attachment, an emotional connection, they start panicking. They start sabotaging themselves, putting themselves in a position where they cannot make any move. Someone here is opening up in a way that maybe you haven't seen coming. There is going to be some sort of harsh communication at first, but not because this person is mean or anything. They're just not able to show emotions, to fully open up and reveal feelings and intentions overall. They're still very much in their head, but the sense of loss that they have right now, losing you, it feels way stronger. It's becoming stronger than their fear of not being in control of the situation anymore. There's going to be some action coming in, someone wanting to make things right, wanting to come back and just be honest, just be transparent. But it's a process. They're still on the fence about it, trying to stop that urge. But that sense of missing you is growing and will keep growing until addressed. The two of you, I believe, came together for a reason. There is a lesson to be learned here. Every time that you see the Wheel of Fortune, there is always a very important lesson that if you learn it, it's going to unblock everything. And so let's see what this person is thinking right now. Their true feelings and intentions. What's hiding beyond their fears and doubts? Are they coming in just because they miss you? And eventually they'll go back to be in control of everything, not being honest and transparent about their emotions? Or is this a long-term transformation? Should you revisit this, Gemini, or is it time to say goodbye to this connection? Let's see what you should expect both in the near and distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Please check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. The bridging energy taking us from this situation to the upcoming situation is the World. And it's the perfect card to come up after Death and Wheel of Fortune. Obviously, right here, something brand new is starting for you. And we're not just talking about the emotional connection. By you giving up something that was consuming so much of your time, so much of your energy, right now you have more bandwidth to spend for other things in your life. And we see how you're about to achieve things that maybe you were not even thinking about, just because now you are choosing you. You are prioritizing yourself. And this is the most beautiful thing that you can ever do. Now, with the World, you are making plans. Something is coming up. You're feeling independent. Doesn't mean that you're not going to give this person a chance. It just means that you're not going to sacrifice your independency anymore for this person and for no one else, honestly. You have important news coming up as well. But everything, the pivotal moment, it's definitely this Ace of Cups that we see here. Because regardless of what you decide to do here with this person, this is going to have some sort of impact on your end outcome that we see right here. So let's first of all look into this Ace of Cups and let's see what this person wants to reveal to you that they haven't told you yet. King of Swords, no surprises there. Okay, I mean, this is going to be definitely touching for you because you have never